the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV. The bridge breakdown, the massive removal effort in Baltimore, the new information from the team clearing the channel and searching for the bodies of 4 more missing workers.
And it may be mainly dry across much of the viewing area now, but there is a flood watch in effect for some. We'll talk about who's in effect for, how long it lasts, and your latest radar coming up.
I'm excited! The Nash is going to knock it out the park!
And baseball is back. The Nationals home opener set for tomorrow in D.C. Fans are sharing how they're hoping for a better season this year, plus ways to save headed to the ballpark. And Easter Sunday celebrations, how folks here at home are celebrating the holiday. Looking forward to what the spring season brings. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I am Ben Dennis. A very happy Easter Sunday for all those who are out there celebrating. We begin tonight in the district. DC fire officials say that 5 people, 2 cats, are without a home tonight after a fire in Southeast. We're told this happened on 30th Street around 1:30 a.m. Fire broke out in a top floor bathroom in a 3-story apartment building. No injuries reported. Staying in the district, police say that a man was shot dead inside of a Navy Yard apartment building overnight. We're told this happened around 3 a.m. on 2nd Place near the U.S. Department of Transportation building. On scene, police say they found 44-year-old Michael James Quander Jr. of Northwest dead with several gunshot wounds. Police are looking for suspects. And continuing our coverage of Baltimore's tragic bridge collapse, teams of engineers are removing the first sections of twisted steel from the former Francis Scott Key Bridge. Officials also say that an underwater natural gas pipeline, well, pressure on it has eased, but they are asking the public to report any debris they might see in the Patapsco River. The first goal for crews, get a smaller shipping channel open so tugboats, other larger boats can move in and out of there freely. Crews also working to stabilize the site so the divers can search for the bodies of the 4 additional workers presumed dead. On land, officials also trying to figure out how to handle the economic impact of a closed port, and a rebuild of the bridge could take years. The federal government is sending $60 million in aid as an initial promise to pay for the project in full. The port disruption will not only affect dock workers and commuters, but potentially also consumers as well.
I've sailed underneath that bridge 100 times, and that's the gateway to wherever you want to go. It was very sad, he stayed on the bow for about maybe 10 minutes weeping. Everybody's still devastated with the tragedy here, the collapse of this bridge. We're strong. Baltimoreans are strong, and we'll make our way around.
And that was one longtime Baltimore boat captain saying he held a memorial service for a friend who's still looking for his brother. We'll keep you updated on air and online. Time is 9:03. Over to Scott Sumner. Scott, the headline of the Weather Department is rain, rain. It's not going away. It's coming again another day.
Absolutely, and some flooding rain potentially along with that here, Ben. We're not seeing any flooding now, but there has been one little cell just south that moved through Fredericksburg, or just south of Fredericksburg in Spotsylvania County, and now it continues to head closer towards the Potomac, and it is got a little bit of lightning there. It's the only storm in town, really. As we move up a little further north here, nothing going on except primarily ground clutter in the district, and then we widen out the view again. You're not really not seeing too much. Most of the active weather, and it's not overly active, but active enough to move through, is just out of our reach at this point in time. But don't worry, folks, rain is coming back into play. Our future radar shows those showers and storms moving out and into the eventually into the Chesapeake here over the next hour or so. Like I said, there is a flood watch. It starts overnight tonight. It will run through Tuesday night for the counties of right now Garrett, Allegheny, and Mineral County. Wouldn't be surprised to see that expand into other counties starting tomorrow based on how much rain is potentially coming into play here. And a quick look as you see that 7-day forecast. You can see the first 3 days coming in with rain. After that, cooler and windier. We'll break it down a little further and explain more coming up.
Plenty ahead. Thank you, Scott. Meantime, the Nationals take to the field tomorrow in Navy Yard for their home opener, and they're hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. DC News Now's Dave Laval tells us what fans have to say about finally seeing their team play.
The Washington Nationals enter their home opener tied with Philadelphia for 2nd place in the National League East after they opened the season at Cincinnati. Now the Nationals are finally home and ready to take the field. So are their fans.
Let's go Nuts!
Fans have plenty to cheer about when it comes to finally seeing the Nationals.
I'm excited! I'm really ready to see these boys play. The Nash is going to knock it out the park.
The home opener also brings renewed optimism.
Well, I'm excited to see the young players, and I want to see how they develop.
They've made some good moves. I'm looking forward to seeing the team and how they come together. Last year was obviously a little challenging, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they can, do on the field this year.
It also means finally getting to see a home game for the first time since the end of last season. That saw the Nationals finish last in the National League East.
It's been a little hard, but you know what? It's okay. I've been kind of leeching on to other players and other teams for a while, but
Not every fan we talk to expects to be in the stands Monday.
The boss might have something to say about it, but we'll see.
I'm thinking about it, but I got to see what ticket prices are looking like.
One big change for fans this season, night games have been moved up to 6:45 p.m. from 7:05 p.m. Monday's home opener is scheduled to start at 4:05 p.m. At Nationals Park. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Dave tonight. Happy Easter, everybody. Families joining in the holiday fun in Tyson's Corner for an Easter Kids and Family Festival. Check it out. The festival at Shipgarten includes free face painting, arts, crafts, live music, and the much-loved bouncy house.
It's a family event. Actually, it's good for the kids. It's focus-oriented on the family, keeping the family together, and that's what it is.
We got cotton candy, and we also got pizza. This was really fun.
Not to forget, also several Easter egg hunts there, plus an off-leash dog park where our furry friends enjoyed pup cups and peanut butter. And the White House is set to welcome as many as 40,000 folks to this year's Easter egg roll. That's about 10,000 more people that attended last year's event. It's being held on the South Lawn tomorrow. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden set a theme of egg-ucation for this year's event. Kids can participate in a fossil dig and can also write notes to first responders. As that event is going on, here's some road closures near the White House, many surrounding the 14th and 15th Street corridor near Pennsylvania Avenue. There will be plenty of parking closures from around 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Meantime, President Biden also proclaiming today is Transgender Day of Visibility. Celebrates the lives and contributions of transgender people while also highlighting the issues that the community still faces. Biden released a statement earlier this week saying in part, "We send a message to all transgender Americans. You are loved, you're heard, you belong." Major buildings and landmarks across the U.S. will be lit up in pink, white, and light blue to mark the day. Districts celebrating the holiday. This event was presented by the National Center for Transgender Equality and Queer Equity Institute on the National Mall near the Hirshhorn Museum. It included trans activist speakers from across the country, including Minnesota Representative Lee Finke, the first transgender lawmaker elected to that state's legislature.
The reason we're here today is because of the importance of what the National Trans Day of Visibility means. Right here, we are doing Transform the Vote, so we can make sure that we're visible, not just in the community, but also in the ballot box, so we can show the country that we are a voting bloc.
Officials also provided those who attended with community resources and helped folks get registered to vote. Deciding where to go to college can be one of the most stressful times in somebody's life. And because of a series of snags with federal student aid systems, the process is becoming even more stressful. Our Haley Mylon explains why students are feeling that crunch.
A number of hiccups with FAFSA this application cycle are leaving students with very little time to make decisions on where they want to enroll for college. First, the application typically is available in October, and it wasn't available until January this time, months later than usual, as some systems had to change to comply with the new federal law. Many students' information came back wrong or incomplete. Typically, students begin receiving financial aid offers in December. Now it looks like students won't know how much they'll qualify to borrow until April, not giving them much time before the May 1st deadline that many schools want a decision by. Now, in a letter sent Thursday to the Department of Education on the behalf of dozens of collegiate organizations, officials sounded the alarm on the problem. Now, is there a solution? The letter shared a survey completed by more than 300 colleges and universities. 32% of those institutions are considering moving back that May 1st deadline for both enrollment commitments and requests for housing. 22% are undecided. And for any prospective students, it's best to keep in touch with your potential school's offices of financial aid so you're aware of any deadline changes. Some might be able to even provide you with an estimate of what your aid package could look like. In the studio, Haley Mylon, DC News Now.